was a sunny day anyway. So why should we complain? It was a sunny day anyway.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Thunder and Lightning podcast. I'm Thunder.
And I'm Lightning.
Oh, I'm so tired. Chris,
Yes,
how are you?
I'm good.
How was your week, and how are you, and how are things?
My week was good. Trying to think of things that have happened and things that have yet to come. And I can't talk about some of the things that have yet to come.
You sound like a Harry Potter professor.
That
For sure.
I was referencing Lord of the Rings, I'm pretty sure,
Oh, okay.
but close enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Those things, I feel like, reached the height of their movie popularity around the same time,
Yeah,
relatively.
Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, essentially.
I feel like Lord of the Rings happened, and then 2 or 3 years later, Harry
I don't-
Potter happened.
I don't know if I've said this. Harry Potter came out first.
Did it?
Yes, the first Harry Potter.
I don't doubt you. I'm gonna look it up.
Or at least I saw it first.
I know I was in elementary school. Oh god, I've opened. Oh god.
So I don't know if I've said this story on the channel yet or not.
Okay.
But when I was a kid, my friend who was a little older than me lived on the street, was talking about Lord of the Rings, and me being the toxic fan I was at the time was like, they're just ripping off Harry Potter.
Oh
There's-
really?
Yeah. In my head, 'cause I was what, 10 at the most, probably younger than that when the first Harry. No, I was 5
When were you
when
born?
Harry Potter 94.
So you were 6 or 7.
Okay, 6 or 7. When the first Harry Potter came out, my friend said, have you seen this? And at that time period, I was like, well, Harry Potter is the sci-fi genre. I mean, the high fantasy genre. So, nothing else can be that.
Right.
It's Harry Potter.
Little did you know that
Yeah, well,
the Harry Potter books came out maybe almost 100 years after.
he said that, and I thought he was full of shit.
Oh really?
He said, well, the books came out 70 years ago, and I was like, that's dumb. Why didn't they make the movies then?
I mean, they sort of did, but no one.
Well, they made them
cared.
30 years after the book released, and then again,
Yeah.
60 years after the book released.
Wow. Okay. Fellowship of the Rings came out the 10th of December 2001.
Yeah.
Harry Potter came out the 4th of November 2001.
I thought it was 99.
No,
No kidding.
apparently not. They were both the same year. I had no idea.
Me either.
In my head, Lord of the Rings is an early 2000s thing, and Harry Potter's a late 2000s thing. But I guess I remember being
To
in the
me-
3rd or 4th grade.
To me, I thought Harry Potter was end of the 90s thing. I guess I was wrong.
We were both way wrong.
I
Same-
knew-
a month apart.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's a crazy
2 months of movies.
2 months of for high fantasy movies.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That's nuts.
2 movies that revolutionized the genre. I truly believe we wouldn't have the Game of Thrones show. The books, I'm sure he'd be writing the books, but the
I
show,
think the books, all the books.
I don't
that
think
are,
we'd have The Witcher. I don't think we'd have a lot of things
right.
in that genre
Yeah.
if those 2 films didn't release.
you're totally right. Which I'd say the 3 biggest that made it big because of that are Witcher. What did you just say?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones and Hunger Games. I feel like Hunger Games isn't even really.
Well, that's the thing. They've already passed the torch twice over.
yeah.
I mean,
I feel
20
like
years
I feel
later.
like you said, I feel like all those books would have still been written,
right.
but I feel like the fact that The Witcher is such a an iconic video game
Yeah.
character now
There
is
wouldn't be a Netflix show.
no, or a successful video game franchise.
Right. Well, maybe, because now you're delving into, because there was always going to be the nerds who play D&D,
Right.
and in the video game people who love high fantasy, because
And
Zelda
Witcher-
was successful without those 2 things,
Right.
But
Witcher is very D&D like,
Oh,
at least
yeah.
the game.
yeah, I said D&D nerds as if we don't.
You're not
play
one of them.
Yeah.
yeah. That as if
Which
we're not one
wasn't
of them.
which wasn't what I was trying to play off.
I didn't feel insulted when
Okay.
you call them D&D nerds.
I was just like what I was trying to say was I should have used the term hardcore fans. They were D&D hardcore fans who were
Yeah.
gonna play D&D no matter what. But it's crazy how it's what happened with high fantasy happened with country music, and I'm so much happier about the high fantasy
Wait, what
one.
happened with country
It's just
music?
the thing. It's mainstream now.
Oh.
Like 3 decades ago, it was like, oh, you're into country,
Yeah.
and like I feel like the same thing on the other end, where it's like, oh, you D&D and you read The Hobbit how many times? But now it's all mainstream, and I like it just because I can relate more to people with that kind of stuff. But I've always loved that stuff. Star Wars, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings I wasn't huge into right off the bat, just because how young I was. My parents didn't let me see the first one right when it came out. I think once Two Towers came out, they were like, all right, well, we want to see the Lord of the Rings movies. So at that point, they let me watch them, and I was like, this is going to be some bullshit Harry Potter ripoff. And then I loved Lord of the Rings.
Sorry, I was just doing some math. You said you threw out the term 3 decades ago. 3 decades ago is 1991. That seems so soon.
Wow. In my head, I was talking about the late
70s.
70s,
Yeah.
early 80s.
Yeah, we're old now. Or one of us is. I'm old now.
Well, I mean, I'm a year behind you.
No. I don't know. We got wildly off track.
Yeah, I
immediately.
actually didn't even talk about my week.
No, you did it. Yeah, I was gonna.
Um,
I don't even remember why we started talking about Lord of the Rings.
I don't. Oh, well, because I said some stupid bullshit. That's why. I
Oh,
literally said some
right,
stupid
right.
bullshit, and then we started talking about Lord of the Rings.
That's right. You hadn't even started. You were just like preparing to talk about your
I,
week.
I did some stupid monologuing, and you loved it. So yeah, so this week did some job interviews.
Nice.
Haven't heard back. That's okay. Still
Yeah.
looking.
Well,
but
is it? Should you have heard back by now?
I feel like it's getting close. Maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna give it till tomorrow. We're recording this Sunday.
All right.
Try Monday. So one of them was very far away. And I actually have a story about the interview, then a really good story about after the interview.
All right.
So during
Lay
the
'em on me.
interview, so I went to apply to a music school. Obviously, I won't give the name, but it's like 30 minutes away from us, 30, 40 minutes away. But the pay is $32 to $38 an hour.
Not the one in the big city, right?
No.
Oh,
no,
okay.
No.
All right.
But you mean Boston? I think people know we live in Massachusetts.
The one that you went to for like a week.
Oh, no.
Okay.
It's funny. They have applications on Indeed. He's
And
talking
you-
about Berkeley College of Music. They have applications on Indeed.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to work there.
No, of course not.
But no, this is literally an after-school
Got it. Okay.
teach kids music.
Yeah.
So I go there, and I walk in. There's fucking nobody in this building except this woman and I assume one of the other teachers. And she was like, "Oh, I'll be right with you." And they're like 10 feet away from me. She's just sitting there shooting the shit with this guy.
Oh.
And I was like, already don't like how this is starting. The only reason I was interested in this job was the pay. I mean,
right.
that's really good money
Yeah.
for teaching guitar. It's the only reason I considered it because it was so far away.
And you don't need a teaching license
Oh,
to
God, no.
privately teach guitar lessons,
No.
right?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been doing it on my own for years.
Right.
So I wasn't feeling it. And then we started the interview, and I was already in that mood of like, I already
Yeah.
don't feel good about this.
That can happen sometimes.
Yeah. And I think she could read that. But she asked me, "Do you know keyboards?" I was like, "I'm here for the guitar position." She was like, "Okay, it's not a necessity." So, okay. How comfortable do you feel with teaching percussion? I was like, "I'm here for the guitar stuff."
I see. Sounds like this woman wasn't concerned with
She wants us-
musical integrity. She just wanted to fill some positions.
That's exactly what she said.
she said that. Oh.
She said, "I'm looking to fill my roster as quickly as I can."
Got it.
And so I asked, I said, so, because she said, so why are you leaving your other job? And I said, well, to be honest, I need full-time, but I understand this is part-time, but the money's really good. So I said, how many students could you
Realistically, see me teaching
yes,
on a day-to-day
yes,
basis.
Yes. And she was like, well, I don't know yet. We'll start small and build our way up. I was like, oh, so none. So I might come down here once or twice a week for an hour, make $60 a week, and go home.
Right.
So I was just done.
And then you're just back in your old job. Your
Worse
substitute
than my
teaching
old job.
Yeah.
Worse
yeah.
than, even worse than substitute teaching. I at least made $90 a day substitute teaching or whatever, somewhere in that ballpark. But so at the end of the interview, she goes, do you know anybody who could teach violin? And I said, well, I know somebody who plays viola.
Did you really
Talking
bring me
about
up
thunder? Yes, I
in this
did.
goddamn interview.
Yes, I did. I said, well, I know somebody who plays viola. And you know what she said to that? She said, violin, viola, it's all the same.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
She's not wrong.
So if you want a job, she is looking for violin teachers.
Okay.
And
All
I
right.
did tell her, I promised her I would let you know, but I didn't tell her I'd do it on a podcast.
This is how me teaching violin would go. Yeah, so you're gonna want to put your third finger on the C string. They're like, the which one? And I'm like, I have to go. I'm sorry, I've already messed up. Hold on, since you brought it up, let me get my viola and just show you how much dust is on it from me not playing it.
Oh, he's doing it right now. He's doing it for real.
Can you look at this? This is supposed to be black, and it's basically silver. It's
Yeah,
like
it's kind of gray.
It looks like a person who's like just starting to gray, like in the hair. I actually don't want to be touching this. It's very dusty.
Well, thank you for the show and tell.
Yeah, no worries.
So you're not interested?
I didn't say that.
Oh, well, I'll
didn't
give
say
you her
that.
email if you want.
Yeah, I've got one of those for sure. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'd have to know where it is, but we'll talk about that afterwards.
Oh yeah, I mean we won't do that right now.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah.
what was this woman's first and last name, and also what is our exact latitude and longitude right now?
But yeah, it wasn't for me.
No, that's fair.
But so afterwards, because I dragged Pauline to this with me.
Oh, okay.
Just because we were gonna hang out that day anyways. So
Yeah.
one of the interviews I had before that was near her house. So I just said, "Want me to come pick you up and we'll go?"
Yeah. That honestly sounds like something I would do too.
Yeah, why
like,
not?
Oh, you have an errand to run, and then we're gonna chill.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, and the interview was short. The longest part was me waiting for her.
Right.
So
Really, that you waited for longer than you interviewed?
I would say it was pretty much equal.
Damn.
Yeah. I also I keep mentioning this because it was definitely partly my fault, but I also had zero fire in my belly
Right.
during this interview by the
Right.
time we got to it. And the more we progressed, it felt like she was failing this interview.
I mean, it goes both ways.
Yeah.
If you're interviewing someone and you seem disinterested and like you're just trying to like yes and the person until they're like, and I'm willing to do whatever you want me to do. And
Which
it's
I
like,
wasn't going to say. I
Right.
could tell she wanted me to be like, give me a job, but like,
and she's like, oh, good. Well, on Wednesdays you're gonna do drums, and
Right.
on Thursdays you're gonna
well,
do
that
piano.
was some nonsense. On the profile, it said guitar, comma, piano, comma, drum teachers.
Okay.
So
Oh, and you, like a normal person, thought that meant pick one. And what it
it
actually
did mean pick one. It did, because she even said, this is just for the guitar job,
Oh,
but
I see.
but don't ask me about the other ones. Or don't have that be the interview process.
Right.
Hire me and then ask me if I also do this stuff.
Right.
You just wanted a guitar
Because
teacher.
then if you're hired as the guitar teacher and that is your job, now you're in a position where they say, "Hey, can you do drums?" and you can say, "Absolutely not."
Right.
But while you're being interviewed, if
It
she
kind of makes
if
me
she
look
throwed
bad.
out right, and if she throwed out like, "Can you do drums?" and you gave any form of like, "I could maybe," then you're fucked. Now you have to do drums.
Right. And I did on piano. Because I said, well, piano proficiency is a necessity to graduate at my college. I'd feel comfortable teaching beginners,
Yeah.
first-timers, nothing beyond that. I was just trying to give her a little bit,
Yeah.
because she seemed desperate for other instructors. And I
Right.
was like, I know the notes.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that, we were very close to Natick, Massachusetts.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And in Natick, we've heard tell of a giant mall.
Oh,
And-
yes. I've heard. I feel like I've heard some stories from this already.
Yeah, and lo and behold, there was a giant mall 20
Nice.
minutes away from where we were.
So when they say giant, like how big is it compared to the mall that we've?
Huge.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, Twice as big?
Yeah, I would
or-
say 2 of them.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Also, ton of stuff. Like, there's a Newberry Comics in there.
Yeah.
It's like the Boston Newberry Comics. It's
okay.
like
Which I believe, I always bring this up, but I have never fact checked myself. Believe that's the first Newberry Comics.
I think it
Ever.
is because it's on Newberry Street in Boston, and
Right.
Newberry Comics is a local chain.
Right.
So I think you are correct. But it's like that. It's got all the stuff other Newberry Comics wouldn't have.
If you can hear the horn beeping, we apologize. It keeps happening.
I got a D&D player's guidebook blanket.
Oh,
It's the whole cover.
the cover with the.
Yeah. You could try and find the book right now. It'll do our viewers no favors.
Right. But it's the
Listeners.
standard 5e,
Yeah,
but as a blanket.
but as a blanket,
That's
the cover,
cool.
but as
That
a
is not what I
blanket.
thought you were gonna say. That's really cool.
Yeah, I loved it.
I like that a lot. There's a couple D&D books that would make a really cool.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Well, once I saw it, I was like, make all of them.
blanket. Yeah.
Make all of them because they're all
Dude,
super
if they
cool.
had that Ravencroft shit, the one that looks like Castlevania 2, where it's like a vampire.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one, I would buy that one right up. Love that one.
So I forget the initial story I wanted to tell about this mall. We did get a Dr. Payne product,
Nice, nice.
which I've told you about. I'm not going to give it away on this channel yet
Right.
because that'll be months away.
Right.
But we did pick one up. We went to a candy store, and this was the craziest candy store I've ever been in.
Okay.
It had Japanese Kit Kats.
Nice.
It had a whole Japanese section.
That's cool.
With,
That is going
I
the
showed
extra-
you. It had a past Dr. Payne product that we did, Poppin' Cookin'.
Right, right. Yeah.
It had a whole section of Poppin' Cookin'.
That's crazy that people actually like those and do them.
It
They
had
work not well and taste not great.
a $20 Snickers bar that was
Like-
had to be over a foot long
Jesus.
and like 6 inches in width. It said you're supposed to slice it. That's how you're supposed
yeah,
to eat it.
I would assume so.
No, I was gonna
because-
eat the whole thing.
Well, you would if you took a normal bite out of that, you would have like a section that's just like a bite of just nougat.
Right. It had like a foot tall gummy bear.
Yeah, I've
giant
seen those.
gummy bear. Yeah. It had the shark too. It had all the gummies. All the
But a
gummies,
giant one.
giant ones. It
I've
also had
heard that-
regular ones, but
I've heard that the giant ones taste weird.
I don't know. I bought a
I don't like
slightly bigger one. Like I have a gummy bear in my
Yeah.
room that's like
I don't like fruit gummies, so I wouldn't know.
oh, okay.
But I've heard that the big ones kind of have like a weird.
I feel like
taste to
I
'em.
mean you're changing up the recipe, so it's got to be a little different.
and you're also changing up how much is in your mouth
right,
at one point.
right. But yeah, I got like probably a 3-inch
Yeah.
gummy bear in my room right now.
Yeah.
But so then we get to the back of this candy store.
Where they
And-
had all the sex candy.
No, no, this was a very family-friendly
Oh,
place.
cool.
All those pictures I sent you were of the candy store. They had Sour Patch Kid Pops.
Yeah.
They had
those are cool.
yeah, they had a bunch of crazy stuff in there. They had in the back more Pops. It was all the mascots for candies
Oh, cool.
and stuff just back there.
Interesting.
But then we get to this small section, and by small section I mean like a 2-foot long section of shelf,
Okay.
and they had
The socks section at Hot Topic.
and they had a lollipop with candy, fake candy scorpion in it,
Okay.
but it wasn't a fake scorpion.
No, it
after
was
I was
real, yeah.
staring at it
Oh yeah.
and like up it to my eyeball, I was like, "Oh, this is real.
Oh yeah. That's a
This is
thing.
a lollipop with a scorpion inside of
I
it."
had one of those when I was a kid. I did not eat it because I hate bugs.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't eat it either. Pauline wanted it,
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, that
Um,
sounds like something she would.
but she wanted
Enjoy.
what was next to it more.
Oh no. What was this? Was this a cookie with a piece of amber in it?
This was fried crickets.
Oh, see, that's
a
a
little
thing too. I've
box of
heard
fried.
of.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but these aren't your average crickets. No, they treat them as if they're chips, and you could get cheddar crickets. You could get sour cream and onion crickets.
yeah, like sunflower seeds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, it's a better.
Are you supposed to eat the whole cricket?
Oh yeah.
Gross.
Gross.
Gross. And these
she-
aren't like, just to clarify, these aren't like chocolate covered crickets. These are just straight up crickets.
Oh yeah, I was just staring at
But
'em.
with cheddar dust
You
on 'em.
shake it. You shake the little box, and it rattles as if it's a bunch of.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't know why I cut you off. Keep going.
You shake it, and it sounds like there's a bunch of crumbled up chips inside.
Okay.
Imagine that's.
Yeah.
That's the sound these fried crickets made. In this little box, like a little like raisin.
Yes.
Raisin
yeah.
box.
Yeah.
That's what they came in.
Okay, so cooked crickets
Yeah.
with flavoring on them.
Yeah.
A small box of them.
Mhm.
As you said, a raisin box size. How much?
Oh, I forget. They were cheap. They were affordable.
Okay.
Like what you'd expect. I think it was like
Because
$5.
You can get there are some animals that you can own in your house that eat like crickets.
Oh yeah, that's
you
not
can-
what the intent of these things. but
Right,
yeah.
right. These are for human consumption. I'm just trying to think of like it sounds pretty fair because I know that, don't ask me why I know this, but I know that a 500 pack of crickets is $25.
Who wouldn't know that?
Right? So, okay, I was just trying to gauge, like, because sometimes people will do that. Sometimes it's like, it's dog food, but it's for humans or whatever. And I just feel like the novelty of it, people would be like, well, no one's going to eat crickets, so let's charge $10 for a
N-
tiny little box.
No, they were serious.
Cool.
Like this
That's
is
cool.
like, it's essentially the part of the foreign section. I don't know why it wasn't over with the other stuff, but it was like imported candies.
Yeah.
Here they are. I feel like there was a Dr. Payne thing we didn't get, but almost got. I can't remember what it is now. For the life of me. But we had fun.
I draw the line at making that dude eat bugs.
I wasn't going to make him eat bugs. No. We got you 3 packs of crickets. You got to eat them all in under 5 minutes, starting now.
Dr. Payne, do me a favor and just text me a list of your allergies. He's like, well, I'm really allergic to mushrooms. And we're like, okay, fucker. And then we're like, all right, here's your product. And it's like sauteed mushrooms. And we're like, uh-huh.
We
There
got
it
an
is.
EpiPen. Don't worry about it.
We don't have an EpiPen.
We used it on the way over.
Yeah, I'm also allergic to mushrooms. I accidentally ate one. And I had to use it. Sorry. It's for the video.
Yeah. I think I'll end my week there. That's been like and that was the Thunder and Lightning podcast. No, tell us about your week.
Oh, my week was fine. I've been planning a lot of stuff. One thing I don't want to talk about yet, the thing we were talking about last night.
Yeah,
the-
sorry I told Pauline. I didn't know if that was hush hush or not.
No.
Okay.
It's hush hush for the listeners, but Pauline can know about
okay.
it.
Okay.
I'll probably tell Kelsey about it tomorrow. 'Cause I'd rather not spring it on you guys. But I can talk about this probably probably when you're listening to this, 2 days from now, maybe, I'm going to try and do an arts and crafts stream.
Yes.
I
Exciting.
have a PlayStation 4 controller. It broke, so I'm going to dismantle it and make it into a lamp live on stream.
You could probably, if people are watching, you should try and sell it on stream.
That might be illegal, actually.
Oh, really?
To sell things live on stream, yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Because Twitch is all like, you can make money, but through our services,
Right.
you know?
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes
um,
sense.
But yeah, like when we were joking about giving away the pop figure, if someone said yes, we could have given it away.
Right.
But if we were like $12 for this,
Right,
I-
right.
I think Twitch might have a problem with that, but I could look into it. But it's
It's
still
up
gonna
to you.
it's going to happen for sure. I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to,
it's gonna be a fun
I'm
stream.
going to do the hopefully, yeah. And I might have Dr. Payne there. Who knows? Still waiting for a text back. Dr. Payne, notorious shitty texter.
I have other vaccinated friends of the channel who would like to come on and do stuff.
Oh, cool. No, I'm down.
Cool.
I
So
am down.
I don't think
'cause-
we have to put all our eggs in the Dr. Payne basket. Not that I don't love Dr. Payne, but if he's ever not around, we have other people.
All right. Yeah, so I've been buying stuff for that. I am not going to talk about it on the video game podcast, so I just want to briefly say that I've been playing Shadow of the Colossus for the first time all the way through. I have one left. It's very good. I was doing it in preparation for maybe we'll Let's Play it. I don't think we'll Let's Play it.
Okay.
I'm not good at it. 2, I don't know if that would be fun to watch.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's one of those. It's one of those games. Circle ended.
Yes.
I don't want. I'd want to talk about something about it. I don't want to just be like, anyways, I was watching The Circle. So I was going to do a video essay about this, but I don't think I will, 'cause there might not be enough to talk about. So that's why I'm going to talk about it here, if I may.
Sure.
On The Circle, there is something. I mean, there's something in real life called this too, but on The Circle, there's something called catfishing. You
Mhm.
know what that is, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
For those of you who don't, a catfish in real life is someone who pretends to be someone else on the internet. So they pretend to be a different gender or a different age or something. And usually the intent is bad. The intent is like, I'm going to trick this person and get money out of them or
Right.
something. But on the game, it's totally not malicious at all. There's a bunch of contestants on The Circle that are going in as different personas, right? So, like, for example, on this season, there was an old white dude, an old gay white dude who is an author. And he, because he is so good at creating fictional characters for the many books that he's written, he created a character. And he was playing that character. It was a young white gay dude. And no one knew it was him until the finale when they all meet each other. There's a character named Chloe. I've talked about her before. She is 1, British, 2, dumb as hell. And she's my favorite character.
Okay.
And I wanted her to win. She did not. It's fine. The person who did win, her name was Delisa, but she was playing her husband, Trevor, in the game. She won. I feel like she played the best game. I feel like she definitely deserved it. She was kind of the only one that I'm, like, not upset that Chloe didn't win. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I wanted to talk about this because Chloe, I know there's British Circle and there's Brazil Circle and France Circle, but as far as the American Circle that's 2 seasons goes, which, by the way, I obviously really like her, but if you're British, just go in the British Circle. She is the first person that I can tell that legitimately got catfished.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so, and I don't have any, ill feelings towards Delisa, and neither does she, but Delisa was playing her husband, Trevor, but she played him like he was a single father trying to support his kid, which was a lie, but not the biggest lie, because she was there supporting her kid, just not single. And Chloe, like, absolutely fell in love with this fake version of Trevor.
Oh, wow.
Literally, like, today I'm going to tell Trevor my real feelings for him, and they were flirting, right? Delisa was flirting with Chloe. She's like, she thinks I'm a guy. You know,
Mm.
it's part of the game. And then things got serious, right? There was a moment where another dude comes in who Chloe was also attracted to. Trevor / Delisa starts talking to new guy, and they basically like, Delisa's like, I don't want him to mess up my thing I have with Chloe because that's like a vote for me, you know? So he's basically like, they bro it out, and he's like, that's your girl? Okay, no worries. So Chloe's flirting with him. He's not flirting back because she's like, oh, well, I guess I'll go back with Trevor. Then it gets to the point where Chloe's like, I have real feelings for you, Trevor. And that was the moment. That was Delisa's chance to be like, okay, listen, Chloe, in this private chat that we're in, I have to be honest with you. I'm someone else.
Right.
No hard feelings. I don't want to like actually legitimately break your heart. But she didn't do that. She went with it. She was like, you know, I have feelings for you too. I'm glad you said that. Blah, blah, blah. All this stuff. Finale happens, and it happened without a hitch. Chloe wasn't upset. I thought Chloe was going to be legitimately like crying and like really upset that she was lied to. But it didn't. It was just kind of like, oh, no hard feelings. Look at you. You're beautiful. And that's why I didn't want to make a video essay about it, because it's sort of like fixed itself. But I did want to talk about the fact that like, even though it's a game, there is a fine line
Yeah.
to be drawn between catfishing someone for the sake of like, I think that, like, there's a girl in season 1 who was like a fat girl, and she was like, I'm fat and I want to be skinny, so I'm going to catfish as a skinny person. And like, it's like playful, you know? But when real feelings get involved, which if Delisa didn't realize that real feelings got involved, then whatever. But Chloe straight up was like, today's the day I tell
Yeah.
Trevor my real, actual feelings for him. And
Yeah,
like
that's
up
effed
until the
up.
last moment, you know, Chloe was like, I can't wait to meet him. I'm Jon Snow. I can't do a British accent. No, it was just, it was,
yeah,
it
that's
was,
not cool.
It was interesting. I mean, they seem to be fine.
On camera, you don't know if she could have gone home and been pretty upset.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like she was chatting it up with Mitchell during the final moments. The other dude,
Yeah, okay.
the one that she like would have flirted with,
Right.
if it wasn't for Trevor. So I don't know. I think Chloe, more so than me, understood like it's a game. She was playing a game, and it clearly worked because she won. But I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. I was like, this woman is actually getting catfished.
Yeah.
This might not be okay.
Yeah.
But it, you know, it turned out fine. But you're right. It is reality TV. We don't know how much they're telling them. We don't know how much of it is real. As far as I've talked about this before, the circle seems very genuine. A
Mm.
lot of these people, most of these people seem like just the coolest. And I truly think that they don't have anybody telling them anything. They're just left to their own devices. But sometimes in reality shows, you can tell that like they told them to do this, or they
Right.
told them to act this way because it's time for this to happen because we want our show to do good. So who knows how much involvement the producers had or whatever. But yeah, I was just like, oh, it was making me uncomfortable.
Mm. Nah, it would make me uncomfortable too. On to
Um,
news?
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Did
No,
you have
I
more?
was just about to say, do you want to do Goop? But I forgot about news. So yes, on to news. You were correct.
News.
Oh,
news,
also,
news.
actually, since
I'm
we're
listening.
on to news, I don't think we talked about this yet. I wanted to talk about that Marvel trailer that dropped.
Marvel trailer.
The one with
that
all the
dropped.
dates.
Oh, yes.
They baited us.
Do you want me to get all the dates up?
No, that's fine. But they baited us, dude. That commercial was like, here's a Stan Lee quote, here's some footage that's not Marvel movies, and then it was like, oh, here's some footage that's Marvel movies, and then the intro started, and then I was like, oh, it's a Black Widow thing. They're doing this for Black Widow.
Yeah.
And then it was a Shang-Chi thing, and I was like, oh, hang on. I've seen this trailer too, though. And then they showed Eternals footage, like 12 seconds of like, we don't have a Eternals trailer yet. And I was like, wow, I was freaking out. And then they showed dates and new titles for everything.
Yeah.
The one I'm most, because I like that Marvel always steers away from calling things like 2 or 3.
yeah.
Other than Iron Man, nothing has been called like blank 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was called Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's called Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, but I feel like that's
Right.
different, you know. I love Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I think
Mhm.
that's a perfect name
Yeah.
because one way or another, the Black Panther character is going to have to die.
Mm-hmm.
And when he's dead, his legacy is still going to continue. I think Wakanda Forever means something different now.
Right.
And that's just a crazy title. I
Yeah,
love
I
it
like
so
that.
much.
I like that a lot.
I don't know if I agree with Captain Marvel 2 being called The Marvels. I feel like I would have liked
don't know.
I feel like I would have done it Captain Marvel The Marvels, but maybe that's too much Marvel in one title for them. I still like it and I get what they're going for, but it's weird that it's not called Captain Marvel. Maybe it's not Captain Marvel 2 and I'm just projecting, but whatever Captain Marvel 2 was supposed to be, its slot is being taken by the Marvels, you know. Sorry, I said a lot.
That's okay.
Did you have anything about this you wanted to?
No. You covered it all.
And that
We're getting 4 movies this year. That's
yes.
exciting.
Oh my god. Which means, and we talked about this last night, we're gonna get a Spider-Man trailer soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're probably gonna get an Eternals trailer first
We're also going to do a viewing party
for Black Widow.
for Black Widow.
Yes.
And maybe more. I mean, you don't know.
Yeah. No, that'll be great. And ultimately a podcast, I'm sure, about Black Widow.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have a feeling all the Marvel movies will be cinematic reliefs.
Yeah. They have been since we started. Because you hadn't watched a Marvel movie and you and I marathoned them. Then we started our channel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Talk about what would have been the best first video essay for us.
What?
We watched all the Marvel movies.
Oh,
it was my
yeah.
first time viewing them.
Well-
it ended with Endgame.
Our first video essay was
It was
about
Marvel related.
Marvel Cinematic Universe,
Yeah.
but our this is not a bad thing. I'm grateful for this, but our hand was kind of forced in that direction.
Right.
But
right.
it was fun. It was a fun time.
Yeah.
I
Still on our top 10 most viewed videos.
yeah.
Which actually is a perfect segue into our next bit of news. Thunder and Lightning news.
Okay.
Our first video to hit 50,000 views.
Holy shit! I did
Uh,
not know this. That's crazy.
The Three Caballeros Ultimate Mashup
Then
by
why-
Thunder and Lightning Gaming.
Can I get-
50,000 views.
Can I get real for a second? I know it's a 3-minute video. If it has 50K views, why do we have 200 subscribers?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Thank you to everybody who subscribed. But
Yes, it's yes. Thank you to thank you to everyone who subscribed. Thank you to the what I think might be 10 or 11 people who continue to watch the Three Caballeros video over and over again.
I mean, they are consistent.
Yeah. That's no, I always see it at the top of the when you go to the homepage it flashes you with like your weekly
Yeah,
stats and
that's-
it'll
I
always
didn't
be
know
like
that until this week.
it'll always be like it'll always be like in third place the video essay you guys just put out with like 10 or 11 views.
Right.
And then All Might with like 50, and then Three Caballeros with like over 120 at least each time. Sometimes entering the 300s in the last week.
On the phone app of YouTube,
Yeah.
you can scroll down to the bottom of the homepage of the channel you're on
Okay.
and
As
see
a viewer.
as a viewer, and see like their top 6 videos most viewed.
Oh.
I didn't know that
I didn't
until
know that
this
either.
week. I give all our top 10 videos like a once a week checkup, and I scroll down our
Yeah.
playlist of videos
I mean, that's
to
how
get to them all.
To be fair, that's how I would have done it too. I didn't know. I'm checking right now.
I can show you.
Which is it on? It's on the homepage.
I'll show you when we're done.
Oh, I found it.
You got it?
Oh, popular uploads.
Yeah.
I see.
It's like
So
the top
it's-
6 most viewed videos on the
It
channel.
is. Why don't they just call it that?
Yeah.
Why is it called popular uploads? This is literally all of our best viewed top 10 in order.
Yeah. So
wow, Thor.
so much easier.
Wow, Thor is getting up there.
You want to know something?
Yeah,
Thor's only been out a year. That video.
and it's already
It's almost at 2.
yeah,
And All Might's almost at 3.
yeah. We're
It's
doing
crazy.
We're doing something right and something's wrong. It seems like I don't know where or what, but it
That's okay.
it feels good to see in somewhere in our YouTube career the term 50K.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Yeah. I mean,
We're reaching some sort of audience on some front for at least one of our videos.
we should analyze. We haven't done a channel analysis in a while. And I
Yeah.
think after last month, the contest, we haven't talked about the contest.
It didn't work.
It didn't work. It got extremely close, though, and we even had a secret.
Sorry, I
We'll give
shouldn't
him one
say-
extra day.
I shouldn't say it
It
didn't
didn't
work.
reach its goals.
It worked phenomenally.
Yeah, it worked
did
fantastic.
Not, it didn't. We had 3 goals and none of them were reached. One of them was so close.
We secretly gave
an extra day.
an extra day
Yeah.
because it was at 191 on the last day of April.
198.
198. On May 1st, it was at 199. We said,
Yep.
well, if we peak 200 today,
And I stayed up
We'll
late
give it.
that night like I usually do, and I was checking. I was like, if it happens before I go to bed,
Yep.
then I'll count
I,
it.
I checked till 10 o'clock, and I checked the next morning, and we were at 199.
Yeah.
And then later that day, we got 200.
And then later that day, we got 199.
Yes, and then the following day,
Yeah.
we got 200.
That's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah. But thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you for, if you happen to stumble upon us or if you participated in the contest, we appreciate it. It won't be the last one. There will be more.
yeah.
We got so close. We asked for a lot, and
And
you
we got
guys
a lot.
really participated.
Yeah.
You got right up to the edge, and we appreciate it.
And I hope that that people who maybe followed or subscribed or whatever the word is may be on the platform you're on, be it Twitch or YouTube, I hope that if the words Steam gift card lured you in, I hope that you stay and enjoy our content.
Hope the
Welcome on in.
videos, yeah.
We have
keep
a
you
lot. We have
interested.
a lot of stuff. So if you hate Let's Playing, that's basically half of our channel at this point, and the other half is other stuff.
I would say it's less than half. Yeah, it takes up three days of the week.
Yeah,
There's 4 other. It's less than half of what we do.
yeah, true. I'd say it's I'd say at this point, it's I'd say it's equally split 3 ways between Let's Playing, podcasts, and
Other.
everything else, be it skits or
Sure.
video essays.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Because the conceit
Skits,
of the
video essays, Dr. Payne.
Yeah. The original conceit of the channel was a Let's Play channel, and then we slowly figured out that not only was that not what we wanted to focus on, but daily Let's Play videos are tough if you want to
Yeah,
make
if
them
you're
as long as we
starting a
want to
new
make them.
If you're starting a brand new channel, do not do daily uploads of Let's Plays. People don't want to watch it.
Unless you're a bored high schooler and you have the time to do
Yeah,
it.
if you're trying to we're ones to give advice on how to be successful on YouTube, but
or Twitch.
or Twitch. Well, Twitch we're brand new at. With YouTube, we at least have a couple years under our belts.
Yeah.
If you're just starting off and you want to see how far you can go with a YouTube channel, daily upload Let's Plays did not work for us.
No. Well, I think we made 2 big mistakes. I think our first mistake was daily upload Let's Plays in general. And I think our second mistake was not having as much of a variety as we thought we did. Because the way we originally did it was 5 episodes of this week are going to be the same game.
Right. Well, that was the killer.
Yeah.
Let's
Because
just
then,
say-
and
if you want to do that, go to Twitch.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. We, yeah.
That seems to be the place to do that.
No, and in retrospective, it makes sense. Just human nature, people want to do this, but a lot of people were like, I'm going to get behind. And I'm like, who cares? Just watch them, But,
Oh, yeah.
people, we upload.
I found a lot about our friends' anxieties through this channel.
No, I mean, it's fair. It's a fair reason to stop watching and, concern for, yeah, I mean, I can relate to that. Not wanting to get left behind and then being too far behind. And if the episodes are coming out that frequently, then it's bound to happen.
Even weekly is,
Well, weekly, I
it
feel
has
like,
its hills and valleys.
I feel like now that it's 3 videos weekly, if you have not that much time and you really want to watch our Let's Plays, I feel like just pick one.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never played Wind Waker, and I don't really care about Scott Pilgrim, so I'll watch him play Luigi's Mansion.
Also, now we're just talking about our early faults. They weren't 20 to half hour long episodes. They were hour long episodes.
No, they were half hour.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, at first we were doing we were doing half hour. So 1 week would be 2.5 hours of Let's Playing.
Right.
So now what we're doing is we're doing 20-minute episodes, 2-hour sessions, which is 8 episodes per session,
Right.
which is 8 weeks because we do 1 episode of each series a week.
Working
Also,
smarter.
If I can mention another early on fault, it's called Devil May Cry. The first Devil May Cry game is so bad, and I remember it
Oh,
being
you just mean, I thought you made a typo mistake early on. You just mean playing that game.
playing the first Devil May
Hey,
Cry.
listen, that was on you, man.
That was on me. I
I've
was
never played
trying
that
to-
game.
Devil May Cry 5 had just come out. It was very hype. I was very hyped for it. I was trying to get some SEO on the people searching up Devil May Cry, and I was like, why would I do, I know 3's the best one. Why would I do 3 though? We as a duo have not played these yet. Let's start with 1.
Right.
1 is not good. I remember it being good. 1's better than 2. Neither are good.
First
if
game
you're
we
gonna-
gave up on.
If you're going to play, this is not even Let's Play stuff. This is just, if you're going to get into the Devil May Cry series, I'd say start with 3. It's the fucking first one in the timeline anyways. Just play 3, 4, and 5. Because 4 and 5 are some of the best games I've ever played. And 3 is more of the same stuff, just a little more, what's the word, like archaic? Like a little,
Okay.
like basically, if you're doing just 3, 4, and 5, 3 is a PS2 game, 4 is an Xbox 360 game, and 5 is a PS4 game. It's literally like generational gaps. And Devil May Cry 5 is so good. But
You
the first
have,
one was
You have Devil May Cry. I have Simpsons Hit and Run.
Simpsons Hit and Run was fun though. It made for a good series.
Yeah,
I
it
thought.
was.
We got
I got
frustrated
frustrated.
at the game, and I feel like looking back on it, I feel like we did a good job of getting frustrated at the game and not each other.
Yeah.
I think it made for an entertaining series.
Okay, I hope so.
There was a lot of editing that had to be done
Yeah.
with the last couple sessions, but I feel like if you were to go back and watch the episodes that in your memory were like problem episodes and not fun to watch, I feel like with the editing, they became watchable experiences, and I
Okay.
think they were pretty entertaining. I'd say.
That makes me feel better.
Anyways,
Yeah, I still had news. Still, are we running long?
we are so maybe
Okay.
hit the news and then we'll call it a day.
I'm just gonna say the title. We can talk about it for a second, and we'll be done.
Yeah.
I
Is this the last bit of news?
this
you
is
have?
it. This
oh,
is
okay.
it.
Yeah. Then shoot.
and I haven't read into it too much, so take it for what it is. Jim Carrey just gave Sonic the Hedgehog 2 crew member a brand new car.
Jim Carrey. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, the end. It was nice of him.
That's cool. Yeah, Jim Carrey seems cool when he's not
Yeah, when he's not crazy.
ranting online about how pretty Emma Stone is or whatever the hell that video was about. They just set photos were released from Sonic, and it has been hard confirmed that Tails and Knuckles are going to be in the film. And I know what you're thinking, but Anthony, they're made out of CGI. They have giant statues for
Yeah,
stand-ins.
I saw that. I
Yeah.
saw the statues.
I'm excited. I just want to bring up one last time. I've brought it up so much, probably on the channel. John Cena should play Knuckles. The end. John Cena is real life Knuckles the Echidna.
Okay.
And scene. Goddamn, just do it. They're gonna get like Kevin Hart or some shit. I'm gonna be so upset.
Want to call it? Oh, he's calling it.
so
He's in the
much
process
for
of doing
listening.
it. He's already doing it right now.
Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't already, give us a follow on Twitch and subscribe to us on YouTube. We do, like we said earlier, videos daily. And if you subscribe and tomorrow's video is like a skit and you're like, I hate skits, just hang out. Where there's podcasts, there's there's 1 weekly, there's 2 bi-weekly, there's skits, sometimes there's music things. I made what can only be classified as a meme the other day. And there's video essays and video series that don't really fit into any category, like Dr. Payne, which
Yeah.
is like sort of like a silly, don't take ourselves too seriously product review show with one of our other friends. And if you want to see us let's play the games live, go follow us on Twitch.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/peer2occult. It's in the description. And if that's a difficult thing and you're like, that has nothing to do with Thunder or Lightning, it's probably going to change soon. Our theme song is Sunny Day by Froggy and the Friendship, which is on their SoundCloud. And our Let's Play theme song is the 8-bit version, which was also composed by them and is also on their SoundCloud. Links to those in the description. And until next time, I've been Thunder.
I'm Lightning.
Stay safe, stay clean, and we'll see you next time.
I only got this chance.